It is comforting to know, or disconcerting at the same time, that that which you think is going to remain forever is going to go. Everything changes, including the security guard at the entrance. So if you like things to be in a certain way, and you like the order in your life, then you're actually setting yourself up for a lot of stress. You want things to happen in a certain pattern. But the only thing that is completely certain is that it's going to change. The sun doesn't shine forever. The moon isn't in the sky forever. You are here for a heartbeat and then you are gone. Everything changes. What is it that we're trying to hold on to, no? Life is like a flowing river. We are holding on to a little portion of the river and saying this is life. But that is foolishness, because whatever you're trying to hold on to is still flowing. It is the banks of the river that just give you a certain definition to which direction that you're going. But you are continually flowing. The person you were yesterday, you are not today. The person you are today, you will not be tomorrow. You were an angry person yesterday. You reacted sharply to anger. Today you learn to control anger. Today you learn to get back into that space of peace. Today you learn to use the deflector. Put up that transparent virtual wall. Things that people said bounced off. And you had nothing to say because it didn't reach your ears. It didn't come that close to you anymore. Something they said went off. You learnt a new technique. Yesterday you were in ignorance. Your life was filled with suffering. But today the knowledge set you free. The change came. And tomorrow, you will be a completely different person. Every cell in your body changes, renews itself, rejuvenates itself. Every 40 days, the blood that flows in your veins and your arteries is completely different. Which is why I asked you to do this meditation challenge for 40 days, 6 weeks, 42 days. Because the vibrations you're giving your body are totally different. In order to make change happen in your life, you have to be the change. You have to make the modifications in your life. Because if you don't make those modifications, you'll be stuck. You'll be stuck in the same place and not progressing. There are different kinds of progress. There are different kinds of progress. You can have financial progress. So one day you'll have enough money, the next day you lose your job, this financial insecurity. And then the next day you find something else again. You have to know even when the times are not good, the comfort level, that we had with the security of a job, the insurance. There was a very comfortable feeling every morning, getting up, going to work, coming back. Suddenly that's gone, you're home. But if it went from that to this, know that this too will change. This too will change. If you instead stay in a panic mode, and say, oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm not going to find a job. I'm never going to be able to survive. Things are not going to work out that way. That's what the universe hears. And you remain in that mess that you are. Change always takes place. It is a continuous process. The river keeps renewing itself. It's never the same drops that pass by you when you're standing on the banks of a river. Continuously it flows. It keeps flowing. It keeps flowing. But the end result, you can be at any point in the river. You can be in the beginning, in the middle, in the end. But it all flows into the ocean. Everything ultimately flows into the ocean. It's all one. So don't get too caught up with holding on to a part of your life. Any part of your life. Your marriage. Your position as the secretary or the president of something, some organization. Your position as a mother, your position as a sister. Things change. When you were playing as children and you were teasing each other, you never thought you would ever fight. But then the property is divided unequally. And families are wrecked. Relationships change. The maximum change you'll find is within relationships. You take even the same person, the person who gave birth to you, your mother. I don't know what change is there, whether it's your perspective or the mother's perspective. But when you're a young person, your mother is everything. Then when you're middle age, your mother knows nothing. Then when you're in, get married, it's amazing. You're wondering how your mother learnt everything so fast. So she picked up everything in those few years, It's like your perspective changes. But your mother's perspective also changes. You take your relationship with your child. You're the protector when the child is a baby. You're the punisher or the discipliner, whatever you want to call it. The person who disciplines when they're in adolescence. And then at some point you become their friend. And their confidant. Everything changes. Don't think that anything is going to last forever. Be grateful that it is there today. You're all taking different journeys. You're all going down the same river. For a while, the two drops of water will be together, and then they may take different paths. That's okay. Happens with friends. You think that when you're a child, in your college, friends forever. But one becomes extremely wealthy, the other one doesn't do so well. And then suddenly they have nothing to say to one another. Things change. The only thing in life that's 100% certain is that change will take place. So don't be despondent. Don't be despondent when you are in a bad place. That what you consider a bad place, like I said, there are no bad places. Everything is an opportunity for you to introspect and to grow. Nothing is really bad, it's all your perspective. When you are in that place, know that if you stay present and if you just remain with that happiness decision, I am happy no matter what. The life situation changes, the people around you change, the events change, everything continuously changes. If I look at the person I was 10, 15 years ago and the person I am today, 15 years ago, who would ever imagine I'll be sitting like this and talking? I didn't think I was worth anything. How much has changed in my life? So many things have come. So many things will continue to come, continue to change. We are permanently changing every minute of the day. And when you recognize that, then you stop holding on. Because what is it that you're holding on to? How can you hold on to a moving object without moving with it? Isn't it? Everything is moving. Everything is moving. The earth is rotating round itself, around the sun. We're hardly aware of that. There is movement, there is change. You look at the moon, it looks different each day of the year. Each day of the year, it's never the same. The leaves on a tree change every single day. There are more or there are less leaves, or they change color or they fall. Nature shows you that change is constant, and it all comes in cycles. Everything comes in cycles. There's a down cycle, there's an up cycle. We feel that during the down cycles that life is treating us very badly because we're holding on to that was there in the up cycle that was really good. But you know that it's all going to come back. It's all going to come back. And then life can become wonderful. I'll leave you with that first analogy. Don't hold on to a portion of a flowing river and say this is life. It changes constantly. You flow with the river and you make your way to the ocean.